Hello, everyone. This is BizChicks TV. This is the place to find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we are here with Coach Caren Fern, all the way from Toronto, Canada, in the house to tell us how to continue to bring profits in daily.
Haley, yes.
Daily. Yes, because you are in business to run a profitable business that's fun to run. And it's not a hobby. We're looking for you to be successful.
Yes.
So we bring in these experts from all over the globe. And today we have Coach Caren here with us. She's been gracious enough to give us her time. And for all of you watching in the circle, and all of those watching on the replay, we just want to say thank you so much for giving us this time and attention. And also, we know that you are going to profit from taking time out today to be with us. Coach Caren, we are so excited about having you in the house. I am here sitting here with my pencil. When you and Terry speak, it's like E.F. Hutton. People need to listen. Okay. So, what's our topic today?
So today we're talking about why a business must make profit. It's a must. No matter how teensy tiny, it's a must.
Okay.
It's a must. It's a must. And all this month we've been doing that. We started off on the first week talking about branding and the feeling, not in Terry Johnson come bring you guys to social media. I went into the touchy-feely part of, branding. And then we talk about the meaning of profit. And last week we spoke about revenue, understanding that revenue is not profit. So when somebody says our revenue is at $1 million, they didn't make $1 million. They make $1 million in sales, but not $1 million in profit, or not $1 million went to them. None of that happened. It's $1 million in revenue. And that means that's how much goods they sold, how much services they sold. And, then all that good stuff has to come out from it before they get to the profits. So today we're looking at why a business needs profit, because if we don't have profits, we can't have any cash flow. We can't look after any emergencies, and that's for ourselves and for our businesses. And it gets really hard and daunting. And I don't care who you are and how passionate you are, it really pulls you down when your business is not profitable, So the first thing we'll talk about the rewards that owners get. So for profits, it's when you get a profit, when your business make a profit, it's very rewarding to you.
Oh, okay.
It's very rewarding for you. You get to say that the things that I felt passionate about and I've put my hands and created, I'm seeing a reward from it. And that's your profit. It become profitable. I watch a girl on YouTube and I love her because it's about sewing and stuff. She's a designer and I love her because she went to school for it and then she actually is doing it. Not only YouTube, but she's actually doing it. And she was speaking about pricing her product and then realizing that she's not covering certain things and it wasn't as profitable as she wanted it to be. And she was really hesitating between, saying the price and who's going to buy it. And she said, I had to really understand that if I wanted this to be a business, I needed to charge what it was worth. Or I needed to just, because these are the things that I need to cover. I can't travel and show you guys. I can't be on social media if I'm not making a profit. I can't continue this journey. So I had to, here's my price increase going to happen soon. I want you guys to know. What do you guys think? And I was thinking how brave of her, because she recognized where she was and what she needed to do. Because as a designer, all the work that goes into designing a simple little dress, people wouldn't believe it before the dress is actually created. They'll be shocked to know all the steps. And she does a lot of fitting and showing you all the corrections and the dart placement and all that stuff. Sometimes she says, I'm going to do this dress today. And she's like 5 days later. And this is really, she's being real. It's no joke. You fit the dress. It looks great. You know what you're doing. But there's this dart mightn't fit right, and this waist mightn't hang just right. And if you're going to be selling to the public, you got to make sure everything fits somebody right. And so this adjustment has to be done, So you have to make a profit in your business,
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't, you are going to give up on it. Business people, want to achieve. We want to achieve this stuff, but people have to understand we're taking a risk. Most people are not in business because they're afraid to take a risk. When you hear somebody say, I really wanted to do this thing forever, but I can't find the time. No, I'm afraid of risk. I'm afraid it wouldn't work. I'm afraid I won't be profitable, even if they don't even know that they're saying that in their heads,
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard. It's hard. I know it's hard. But anything that's worthwhile feels hard. It feels like you're moving a mountain. It feels like you're not going to get through or get past it, but you have to go through to see that results. And that's really what business owners, entrepreneurs, companies really, really, truly do. They go, and people say they always want to profit off of me. Of course, that's why we're in business. We got to make a profit. If not, there's no business. Why profit? Why? Because profits are our lifeblood of our business. Cash flow is king. That's our life. Profit is our lifeblood. If it's not pumping, it's happening. It's not happening. It's just not happening. Positive cash flow helps create a successful and valuable business. Again, positive cash flow. And that means there's money in your bank account for your business. There's money in your petty cash. There's money that when stuff happens, you can go and fix it. You can get it done. Could you imagine a driver that's doing Uber and his car broke down and he wasn't profitable? He can't fix the car. He can't make any money. A plumber with his tools, a carpenter with his or her tools. And we see those trades and we understand this. But sometimes, I want to really bring it back to online. Sometimes when we're online, we don't realize how much tools we're using and the costs per year. I like to say annually for people, because as a business owner, it's better when you look at it annually, and I'll tell you why in a minute. You can acquire, if you didn't start yet, so let me go there. If you didn't start yet, you can save up the lump sum and get things done for the year, paid up front. Anything that you can pay annually, most places will give you a discount because you pay the up sum. So you're saving right away.
Mm-hmm.
I understand if you're in it and you're monthly, that's fine. But your job now is to make enough profit for the new year that's coming so that you can buy in yearly. When you buy yearly, look, our hosting of our websites yearly. You buy your domain name yearly. If you're paying for any kind of email marketing, you pay monthly, but if you could pay yearly, you'll see the discounts happening. If you're teaching and you're going through some kind of a school, Katra, Teachables, any one of those, and you can pay yearly, you know that eliminate that monthly cost that your brain is thinking. Plus, you're saving. I'm going to get to that saving part in a minute. So if you're online, you need to list all the tools and apps and everything that you need to run your business. It is not run for free. Most people sit at a company and say, oh, this business, really, I don't spend any money on this business. But then they hear about a new gadget and they buy it. A new thing and they buy it. Good Notes, This Notes, Asana. Those are free, but usually people go and pay for them because they're thinking they need more. But you don't need more until you need more. That's my
that's a good one. You don't need more till you need more.
Yes. So you would, and that's what we talk about business budget. You would write everything down that is necessary to run this business. And you need to know the cost of running your business yearly. And then you could break it down monthly if you want. The other thing is, you might want to look at the yearly versus the monthly. And if you're able to do and save, and you should be working towards the yearly, then whatever savings you got from not paying the monthly, that's a little extra for you. I like to tell people, you got to make your own money by saving money, not only by investing and working, but you really get to make money by saving money. If you can save money from not spending as much, you still save money.
Okay.
The pandemic, I know a lot of people shop online, but in the pandemic, when unless the things you needed, if you were being smart, you could have saved a lot of money. You could have done a lot of things because you're not going out as much and you're not doing a lot of stuff. I just watched another video on Amazon, on YouTube, where these 3 Filipino nurses open a restaurant in the heart of the pandemic. Why? Because they couldn't find any Filipino food in their area, and there's something they always threw around. So they had savings. They all come up. Then nobody would back them. In a time like this, the government won't get their money because it's in the pandemic. If they had the business before, they could have gotten a loan, but because this is new, they couldn't get a loan. So they pool their resources together, and they work. Nurses work 12-hour shifts, yes. and they go to work, get some rest, and get the restaurant going. So the restaurant is, I think it's this month. I think it's become a year old. The restaurant is doing great. They hired a bunch of people who wanted to work, because remember, guys, it's not everybody's able to get everything that you might be getting yourself. You never know who is in need. And some people, even if they have money, they don't want to touch it. They want to work. They want to keep working. So they were fully staffed. They had to be, and each took turns once a week. Every day they go in and check it, but once a week, and work a shift, so that they can see what's going on. And everybody played to their strengths. So wherever your strengths lie, that's the part you played in the business. They sat down, they made a business plan. Yes, a business plan. And I want to take a step aside and say this. Even if you don't know how to write a business plan, or you don't want to do the big, long, drawn out business plan, get yourself and sit down, write a vision, a mission statement, the culture you want to see, where you see it in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then work into those so that you can actually be doing what you say you're going to do, and you'll see your profits happening. You'll see things changing, because now you've got a plan. You've got something you're working towards. You understand it's not a fly by night. It's not a, oh my God, I'm going to sell some dresses and hope they sell. No, you're going to make some dresses if that's what you're going to do. And you're going to make sure you research everything that's you need to research: sizing, pricing, fabric, accessories. You're going to have this whole dress story where you dress up. You better make your size so you can dress in it, model it, get your picture taken. If you can't afford a photographer, I'm not sending you there. Get your child, get your friend, get somebody, and pose the heck out of the dress and dress it up so that people can see how the dress should look. Because some people don't have the vision to take a simple dress and make it look good. If you want to see that happen, go to TikTok. There's so many stylists who don't even make dresses, but will just take dresses and do wonders with it. And a simple box dress, and they'll tell you who the maker is, who the designer is. And now you get a chance to go buy that dress. And if you're not sure, you can get to style it, because they're showing you how to style it and where to buy accessories. This is part of their business, but you're learning something. You're going there and you're learning something. When you understand that, you really get to understand how I'm selling this dress, who am I selling this dress to? We hear about Avatar. I'm going to stick that in there too. But to find this out, you got to go do the work. You can write the age, the date, where they live, how much money they make, and you're okay. You just can't. Because that's what we've been taught. But you just can't. You need more than that. You need interaction. And how you get interaction? When you got, let's say the people, you got nobody. How you get interaction? You get on social media and you talk about your stuff. You tell people about your stuff. When you tell them, the people who interact with you, those are your first set of people. You start talking to them. You find out what they want, what they need, what they're looking for, why, how to make them happy. When the pandemic first started, I would dance a lot and cook a lot. And a lot of people inboxed me and said, it just makes me happy, Caren. It makes me happy to see, when I go on your page, I'm going to smile. I mightn't think about eating that, but here you are cooking something. And then I did a lot of videos showing you step by step. All of last year, how to cook something, chickpeas, chicken, fry rice. I did chow mein. I did some stews. I did a bunch of different foods, and most of them had videos, like step by step, how to cut it up, how to wash it, everything, right through. Yes. Why am I doing that? I'm a money mindset coach, but I love to cook, dance, and all these other things. I'm just, I'm not one facet. So I got to showcase so many parts of me so that when people talk to me, even people who are not ready will inbox me and say, Caren, I really want to work with you. I'm not ready yet, but I just want you to know I want to work with you someday. I'm saving for it. I've had messages like that. That's because people are seeing you. They're seeing your personality. They want to get there. And if you build out your business page, you'll understand the things you're doing. To some people, if you're, let me tell you, people that's not your client, they don't see the things you're doing make sense. But the people who want to work with you, they
Mhm.
understand what you're doing makes sense to them because some part of them either does it, love it, or want to do it. And so you're making them think. You're making them figure out what they want to do. When I do my healthy spiel, I got the people who say, Karen, I was just about to eat something and I put the food down and I did. I give it to my husband because you reminded me. Or if I did a workout or I showed, myself, I lost some weight, people are like, oh my gosh, that's all I have to do? Yes, you got to drink water. You got to be consistent, that sort of thing. And you never know who you're going to spark. And you never know who's going to remind you because of a dance, a plate of food, or something that you said. And then somebody says something and you said, oh, I know the girl that does that. You're going to love her. That's what people do. People, it's not hard. But it really feels hard because it feels like you have to. And I'm going to tell you, it was for me too. Because I talk about money, it's not the easiest subject. And I had to find ways to soften up talking about money. Yes, people want money, but they don't want to hear you talk about it. Mm-hmm. We're getting better, but there's still people. Well, I'm happy without money. I don't really need money. They'll say all these things, but they do. They just want it to be served up in a way that they can understand it. They want it to be simple, like Terry always say, plain English.
Yeah. Don't complicate it. I think the most important thing to me that I've learned from you, Coach Caren, was being able to accept the fact that money can live in my bank account and I'm okay with it, or money can live in my purse and I don't have to give it away or spend it because I had such a poor pattern of money management over my life. When I went through a period of lack, that every dime was spent before I got it. And then once, there was an
overflow. Once there's an overflow.
I don't think I really realized that I was repelling money.
Yeah. And that's something that we don't realize. And when you don't realize it personally, when you get into business, it's just as hard because you haven't figured out that feeling. I'm happy when I have money. I'm unhappy when I don't have money. I'm sad when things are not working right for me. And I can't pick me up. And, all these things really play into our businesses because we start off with ourselves. Everything starts with us. Even I did start businesses before jobs. It was because I needed money. It was because I needed to fulfill a certain thing. And so everything that I do work towards that and make it seem to some people that, oh my God, you love money, you worship money. I don't. I do not worship money, but I do love money. I love having money. I love what money gets to help me do. I see how I can live my life differently when I am able to purchase the things I want and don't have to worry about when I'm going to pay for them. I love getting myself situation where even though I could buy it, if I don't need to buy it, I just won't buy it. And that's not because I don't have the money, because I don't think I need that stuff at the time. But it gives me the choices. And that's the thing about money. It really gives you the choices. So imagine you buy a bunch of inventory and you have them, but you sell them back at a loss. I don't care how great you have clients. If it's at a loss, you're not going to last 2 years. You're not going to last 3 years. You're going to go find something else to do. You got to be profitable. And sometimes a guy in a group I'm in, my cleaning group, and he says this, he says, I can't remember what he said he used to do, but he said he realized how ridiculous it was, but it made him look good in a suit. And he said, he went home, he said, honey, I'm dropping the suit. I'm starting a cleaning company. And she said, what are you talking about? He goes, I was never profitable. I was scrunting by and I live off of the monies we had, or I had before we were married. Mm-hmm. But he said, I polish it up so well that you would know. But the more I listen, he said, online, he started listening to people, hear people talking about it, and recognize a lot of things around money for him. And he was not profitable. So he had to change. And change is hard. If you're not making a profit in your business for a long time, you actually get comfortable in. Would you believe that, Terry? You actually get comfortable with not making money in your business. Mm-hmm. And you don't even notice that you get comfortable with it. And so all kinds of things pull you in all different directions to make you think it's okay. But you have to stay firm. You have to stand and say, this is what I'm doing today, and these are the things I'm not going to do. This is the other part. Like, you got to really leave other things alone. I tell people, my day to day is boring and mundane. It's not exciting. But I'm excited. It's not exciting, but I'm excited. I'm excited to sit at my computer, and when it's my study time, I'm studying. And I told you I'm studying bookkeeping again, refreshers, but it's good for me because I'm learning things that I guess I forgot because I haven't been doing this stuff, right? And so I'm not necessarily want to sit for 2 hours and be in class, but I'm excited for the things I'm learning for the class. And I'm excited that I'm going to go get to do this for clients. And I'm excited that my company is growing because of this other aspect and the newness that's happening. Now, bookkeeping is bookkeeping. It's been for years, and it's, it is what it is. But the exciting part is having a software to do it with. The exciting part is having able to not only do people books, but actually teach them why this is important for them. And because I got knowledge from business and money, the combination together is just awesome, exciting. But the day-to-day doing, it's not as exciting. But it's not as exciting. A friend of mine says, Caren, it is the most boring subject. I said, it is. But, if you don't do it, because she was doing it for her husband's business, said if you don't do it, his business wouldn't flourish as it's flourishing. It's because you're at the helm. And she says, yes. I know it is, but I can only tell you this. I can admit it to you. I want to talk about it. I'm like, it's okay to talk about, but why you're doing it. Why you went to school, why you learned this stuff, so that even though you got an accountant and you got the right people in place, this is important to know and know how your books run. Even if you do the simplest part of it and you get it, you need to know, because then you see your numbers and you understand. Let me tell you, these things don't lie. It tells you right away if you're profitable. It tells you if you're losing money, because you have to show how you're shifting it. I mean, the people don't have to do that, but we as bookkeepers have to show how it's shifting all the way down. We have to give an account for it. We have to give an account for every penny. There's no penny that is not important.
There you go.
It is important, because when we understand that, we see how profitable we become. We see how our business either losing or making money. And we also get to see how we can tighten up things so that is not consistent.
Oh, okay.
We don't want to consistently, if we were given 10% somewhere all the time, and that's all we do, we're losing 10% from our business all the time. Think about this, Terry, and I know you know this. When you work, most places, let's say they're paying you $20 an hour, right? Just to even things out. That's your base pay. But if they were going to give you time and a half, they give you time and a half after the 8 hours. They give you see, because they can't give you it all the time. If not, a business won't be profitable. So I own a company and I'm paying you $20 an hour. And I said, once you finish your 40 hours for the week and you go 50, so I only paying the extra money on the extra 10 hours. If I was to pay it on the whole 50 hours, my business would start dipping in profit, right? And I won't be, initially it might be fine, but over time it won't be fine. And that's what we have to think about when we're looking at our business. If you're not sure, look at big businesses. I know the big ones, publicize the budget and talk about things. You can go in and look and see what they're doing. You can't see every single thing, but you can see some things and you can see what suits you and pull it out of there. And matter of fact, if you're not sure what to do, talk to somebody, book an appointment with me. Let's talk about where your business is at, where it needs to be. If you're losing money, how you can tighten up that ship, how you can make this be fruitful for you, how you can make this be profitable so you can be paid.
There you go.
How you can be profitable so that you can be paid. It's really an awesome feeling when your business is making money, you're paid while you're serving people in your geniuses.
Oh my goodness. It's it just really makes you smile when you're serving up your genius. You know what I mean?
It does.
Whatever it is that you're, excited about.
Whatever you're excited about, whatever you really got to be excited about it. When I first started seeing people selling lashes, the eyelashes that they glued on, and then they started with the magnetic ones and what have you. And the people who this is their thing. They make up their face and they put on the lashes. I'm not a lash person, so I'm not your customer, but the people who love these sort of
Mm-hmm.
things are excited with you, and you're training them because not everybody know how to glue that thing on. I mean, I was a maid of honor, and God help me, I think within 2 hours mine were coming off, and she hired a professional makeup person, but she didn't do a good job. I said
Oh
she
my.
needed a lesson in that. Because after I see the YouTube channels, I was like, this girl needed a lesson in that. And I know my friend paid her a pretty penny. And I told my friend, and because we were really good friends, she says, Karen, I'm going to talk to her about it because I don't want another bride have this thing. I said, one of the things she did that I didn't like, she focused on the bride, which is great. But the bride had four, myself as a maid honor, and three bridesmaids. And she didn't, I'm glad that I'm not a big person with makeup.
This must be Mark. I'm considering a life of crime. Set your own hours, opportunities for advancement, low tax rate.
This is
Okay,
Mark. This is Mark.
yes, and it's also a transferable skill. You can use all those skills in a legitimate
In
market.
a legitimate way. Because Mark, bandits, people think a lot of time that that people who steal are just ignorant and didn't have school. And there's so many educated bandits.
And they have a plan.
Yes, those bandits have a plan.
And they have a way to market whatever it is they acquire.
Whatever they're doing.
They know where the wholesale market is.
The year before I went to college, and I studied criminology, and one of the things I studied at college, and I remember one of the things that they took off of our studies were locks and stuff like that, because an idiot went to college, and as soon as he graduated, they have his face up all over the place. As soon as he graduated, the first thing he did, he was planning a big heist. And so he's learning how to, safes and all those kind of lock and stuff. Yeah. Wow. Coming get practice. And then, so now the school had to take it out. It wasn't part of our program anymore because this was what happened. He was locked up at the time.
Well,
you paid all that money for college to learn how to pick a lock.
They might as well put it back in because they can go to YouTube probably and find out how to do it.
But those days, Terry, that's since in the 90s, right? This is not,
my dad used to say locks are for honest people. Criminals have tools. Oh, okay.
It's a tree. Do you know the 3 minutes getting in and out? 3 minutes getting in and out. It used to be 7, they brought it to 5, and then it went to 3.
Wow.
Geniuses. So people, if you're having your business, if the criminals could do it,
surely we can do it.
That's what I'm going to say. And they're big time profitable. Criminals do not, it's not never profitable. They're unprofitable. They're always profitable. Yes, because it's free stuff. Guys, but if you're in business, you got to be profitable. That's what I'm ending with. I see Mark have you laughing.
I got your attention. No, come on. Talk about scams. This is gonna talk to you about your auto warranty, Social Security. No, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Oh Lordy. Anyhow, we're talking all this month about being profitable in your business. Mm-hmm. And I hope you guys really recognize. And if you get comfortable not making a profit, I want you to pause and go back and check your business plan. And if you don't have one, create one so that you understand your journey, where it's at and where it's going.
Thank you so much, Coach. We want to remind you guys, go to the front of your own line.
Yes.
And if you're looking for a business coach, we highly recommend Coach Caren. She can be found at Profits in Daily, everywhere on the web. Mm-hmm. If you're having trouble finding her, you can find her on Facebook and Instagram. For sure. Under Profits in Daily. That's Coach Caren with a C. We want to thank you again, Coach. You always bring such wonderful revelation to us about our money and what's really going on in our minds and in our businesses. Have a great day, ladies. He says, have a great day.
Great day, Mark. You make us laugh, that's for sure.
And I just want to remind you that tomorrow we'll be here with Robin Shimizu and friends for Happy Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu. So tune in. Also, I want to invite everyone to join the BizChicks Circle. If you haven't already done so, it is a private community just for the Biz Chicks. And so I'm going to let's see, do I have it already loaded up over here?
Probably.
The link for to
Yeah.
join. If not, I will put it in the chat. Let's
Mhm.
see. Here it is. Join the circle today. Yeah,
Yes, there
there
you
it is.
go.
Join the circle today. And we would love for you to be a part. That's where you can put your announcements about what upcoming events you have. Also, you can see the YouTube over in there for our daily broadcast. We would love for you to be a part. And remember that First Mondays will be featuring businesses. So if you'd like to be a part of First Mondays, let us know. Coach, I love you. Thank you again. We appreciate you and we thank you for everything that you do. So, with that, we want to remind everybody go to
Go
the
be in
front of
front of
your
your own line.
line. Have a great day. Bye bye.